Hi, how's it going? Hello everyone. This will be a quick review of the DJI Osmo Action 3. I'll quickly cover what I like and what I don't like. I'll also give some video samples, including some tests with added diopter filters to show the focus issue that a lot of folks have been talking about. So let's get right into it. I wish this camera had a 3.5mm mic input jack, but I do like that I can at least get a cheap USB-C adapter like this one and connect a lav mic, or shotgun mic or whatever. I don't like that even with the mic input level all the way down set at 0 on the camera, it is still on the verge of clipping just from talking at a normal volume. Hopefully they add an increased adjustment range in a firmware update. I like the build quality and the easily replaceable lens cover just like on the Osmo Action 1. The interface on the camera is simple and easy to use, and I like that I can completely customize what screens are on and when. I can have both screens on, neither on, or switch back and forth at will. I like the horizon leveling stabilization mode. I like the quick release mount, which is just magnetic and with little clips. It seems very solid and secure, and it's very convenient and easy to use. I don't like that it can wiggle a bit, causing slight clicking noises that are sure to get picked up by the internal microphone. There aren't a lot of scenarios where you'll get vibration strong enough to cause that rattle, but it can happen. I'm sure steps could be taken to mitigate that if necessary, but I wish it couldn't happen in the first place. I like that it seems fairly resistant to overheating, and the battery life is quite good. I haven't done one continuous rundown test, but I can go out and record just a ton of footage and not have any issue with the battery. And some people have reported battery life as long as 2.5 hours when recording at 1080p, or an hour and a half or more when recording at 4K. I also like the combination battery charger and case that you can purchase separately or which comes with the Adventure combo. It can hold 3 batteries and it can show you the charge level of the batteries that are in there at the push of a button or just by flipping the case open. The thin form factor means it's easy to slip into a bag or even a pocket. I wish the camera had slightly better dynamic range, but we'll see how the image holds up if I stretch it a little in post. I do like that the colors are more accurate and the white balance does a better job than on the Action 1. The big topic of discussion with this camera is the focus. I've seen a couple videos that seem to be relatively sharp at close distances, and I'm sure people wouldn't be complaining if all of the cameras looked like those examples. Well, who am I kidding? People would complain no matter what, but I'm sure it would have been less common if they had all looked like that. Unfortunately, the actual close focus distance seems to vary, and many of them seem downright blurry even well past the advertised 30cm minimum focus spec. My camera seems to fall somewhere in the middle. It doesn't seem as bad as some examples I've seen, but even slightly beyond the 30cm distance, it remains noticeably out of focus. At this distance, is my face in focus? How does it look? Does it seem like there's a beauty filter, as it were, over my face? Let me walk until I can get into the sun. Oh, that was a little bright. And right, it's here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh. All right, so now my face should be in the sun, at least somewhat. So how does it look? How's the detail? And the lens is probably 1.5 to 2 feet away from my face. So now at the full extent of my arm, what if I put a +2 diopter in front of the lens? Now how does my face look? Does it look a lot more detailed? This is pretty awkward with my hand up there. But in a vlogging situation, is this like significantly better? Do I have more detail on my face and my beard, etc.? And back without it. So without, without. What do you think? +2 diopter? No diopter. And while a diopter filter makes a bigger difference up close, it strangely seems that a +1 or +2 diopter will even sharpen up distant detail. The difference is very slight, but it seems like my Action 3's lens is leaving some detail on the table, and that's unfortunate. Overall though, mine isn't bad. Some have found that their Action 3 is markedly less detailed than their Action 1, and at least with my particular camera, I don't find that to be the case. I would say that my Action 3 is actually pretty much on par with my Action 1, and slightly sharper with a +2 diopter. As for a +4 diopter, at close distances it seems to help a tiny bit more than a +2, but it slightly softens distant detail and it wrecks the outer 30% or more of the image. I know a lot of people use action camera videos straight out of the camera, but let's see what I can do for sharpness, color, and dynamic range with a bit of tweaking to some decent-alike clips. For these clips, I set exposure compensation to -0.7 because I suspected it would be easier to bring up the shadows than it would be to bring back blown-out highlights. I'm showing the clips here, and you can decide how well you think it worked. Overall, my likes outweigh the dislikes for me. This ends up being a compact, durable video camera with good enough image quality, external mic capability, good build quality, very good battery life, good stabilization, good auto white balance, and more. Hopefully DJI provides lower audio level options with a firmware update, and hopefully they work out the close focus distance and apparent sample variation to the lenses at some point. For now, the camera works for me, but I can see how it's disappointing to someone who expected better close focus and wasn't one of the lucky ones who got it. Maybe someone in the aftermarket will make a slip-on +2 diopter that folks can quickly stick on over their factory lens when they want to record themselves or other close subjects. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care.